Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. And if you are watching this, you are blessed, you're loved, you're needed, you're wanted in this world. How do you know? Because you're still here. When you're no longer able to serve your purpose, listen, it's time to go. But as long as you're here, that means God has something in store for you. That means that He wants to use you, He wants to bring you to His expected end. And guess what? I encourage you, if you have not given Him your life, to do so immediately. You'll never be the same. Okay? In a good way. You hear me? Now let's get straight into it. Listen, I finally had a chance to look at the Daniel Dubois versus uh Usyk fight, and it makes me sad because it's almost similar to what happened with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder when they fought. Deontay Wilder should have got the victory. He didn't, and it is what it is, I actually had Tyson Fury giving Deontay Wilder a run for his money. I already knew the fight wasn't going to be easy. And I knew that it was a chance Tyson Fury, could win. Um, when Tyson Fury got knocked down in that Deontay Wilder fight, listen, it's a 10 count. You know what I'm saying? It's a 10 count, so it don't say it's so referees count the 10 as long as they want to. You know what I'm saying? So um, he counted the 10 as long as he wanted to. Tyson Fury was able to get up, fight through it, to cause the first fight to be a draw. Very controversial, but in all actuality, we all know that really Deontay Wilder won that fight. As far as if that 10 count wouldn't have been so long, okay? But referees count the 10 and hold the 1, hold the 2 as long as they want to. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Now this is a little different with Daniel Dubois and Usyk, because when Daniel landed that shot on Usyk, it put Usyk down. It was already ruled off rip as a illegal shot, and so they gave Usyk time to pull himself together and get up. I don't care if they would have drugged that count. Say they would have made it legal, they could have drugged the count to 20. Usyk wasn't getting up because Daniel hurt him and pretty much knocked him out with a body shot. The shot was not illegal. The shot landed on the belt, on that little circle spot right there, looked like a target on Usyk's belt. It landed perfectly on there, right? Knocked Usyk out. At the beginning of most matches, the referee walks up to the opponents and touches the belt, adjusts it, tell them to adjust it, make sure it's at the right point, because it's legal to land a shot on the belt. You know what I'm saying? You can land it on the belt up. You can't land below the belt. That's why they say, oh, that's a low blow. You hit below the belt. That term comes from boxing, because you can't hit up under the belt. You can hit on the belt and up. You see what I'm saying? That shot landed perfectly on Uzi. 100% was a knockdown. Daniel Dubois was cheated. We don't got to do no long, drawn out thing about it. It is what it is. I finally had a chance to watch the fight, and I was very disappointed. You see Uzi telling Daniel Dubois, listen, this is boxing. Hey, this and that and other, and it's just like, yeah, we know it's boxing, but in your heart of hearts, you know that Daniel Dubois was cheated. But of course, who's gonna stand up when they've been favored and say, unless you a real stand up guy, but or in all actuality, who's gonna say, well, listen, I'm not gonna accept this when Daniel Dubois won? You get what I'm saying? No, Daniel Dubois was cheated, and it is what it is. I hope he doesn't give up. I hope he keeps fighting, building his skill. I've been watching Daniel Dubois for at least 3 years now. I was following him on Instagram, but I went through and unfollowed a lot of people, and I accidentally unfollowed him, so I ain't never double back and follow him, but I've kept up with him for the longest. And I think he's a great fighter. I think that he's a real class act, and I hope that he just bounces back from this and maybe even have, the boxing organization to investigate, because that was not a low blow. That was to me, that was a clean shot. As far as I know, you know where you know where the shot should land, which is on the belt on upward. So yeah, that makes me sad for Danny Dubois. But however, listen, all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. Um, and so I think that he's a believer. Um, so yeah, it should work out for him. But that's all I got. I don't have anything else. Peace.